Parents, I feel like we always walk in, and when I introduce and say what I do, they're kind of like, okay, you do music. And then I start explaining the benefits of music, and I show them how to use it. They really become engaged at that point because they understand that they can use music and the benefits are so wonderful for their infant. And again, it's something that they can use to bond. And so I think initially it's a simple idea, but once they find out the outcomes, it's pretty amazing. At this point, all of our interventions that have been deemed effective through years of research start at 28 weeks gestational age. My line of research actually is looking at what's called extremely preterm infants. And so these are those infants that are born mid to late second trimester of development. We have found in some of our earlier data, when we've captured some of these younger infants, that the music really is beneficial for them, and we've seen it in their physiologic parameters. So their heart rate stabilizes, the respiration rate stabilizes, their oxygen saturation rate increases. We're finding that more and more music therapists are being referred to work with these infants that are younger, and so that's really where my passion lies, is to find a standardized, evidence-based, effective intervention for music therapy with these infants.
So he's made it all the way through.
As medicine improves, then we're definitely seeing more of those infants come into our care. But then also too, now that they're coming into our care, how can we appropriately, with that best kind of clinical practice and knowledge, then help those infants, which I think Amy does a great job of stepping in to help with that.
He's super low on his oxygen and all that stuff too. So.
Coming into music therapy, I wanted to work with children with varying abilities in the school system. And then I had a clinical working in a hospital with a music therapist. I remember the first time I held an infant in the NICU working with her, and this infant was 32 weeks, really tiny. The first time you hold one of those NICU infants, it's, it's very nerve-wracking because they're so small. But I remember we started the intervention, she was walking me through it, talking through it, and all of a sudden this infant just gave this huge smile. And I think I just fell in love with being in the NICU. I think I was amazed at the effect that music can have on these infants that are so young, to know that they can learn this early with the different music interventions that we do. It really showed me that there was this whole world of work that was still out there to see how music can be used for something that's so simple, but something to be so powerful for these infants.